too far, too long. Literally, too far, too long. That is what happens when you let things go on too far for too long. And y'all let that happen. Y'all let that happen. Y'all let that happen. Y'all, aka allegedly my people. I know that based upon everything that has happened, you know, past, present, statistically, it could literally be you, it could literally be your own family, and y'all still won't move. But you know, we're not playing that game. We're not playing that game because you ooh, it's like it's like I have a lot I want to say, but I have to listen. I have to listen because if I say the things I want to say, now ain't the time. Now ain't the time, but there will be a time, and it will be shortly. It will be shortly. But you know what? What is the time for? It's time for y'all, us, we, to realize what it is. We need to realize what it is, because for any of you guys to think that this is a game, this is nothing that has just suddenly crept up on us. This ain't nothing that we didn't know about. This ain't nothing that's new. This ain't nothing that and I'm over here, you know, hours and hours on end creating. And yeah, actually some of the stuff I'm doing, I should have been filming. And I'm watching some of these videos. I'm trying to keep abreast of what's going on over here in this case, what's going on over here in that case. But then I have to take my breaks. And then I got to come back to the Carmelo situation. And it's like a little small for a small little, just tiny little something trying to say, girl, just you're gonna have to ignore this one. No. Not doing that no more. There's no more passes, no more yeah, none of that. And you know, I have seen that advice being given to our people. Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm yourself. It could be too much and all this stuff. No, overwhelm yourself. Overwhelm yourself. Because what is wrong with y'all? That's just what I want to know. You know what just for this one hot moment, it's gonna pass probably after I finish this video. But for right now, what has me almost equally as, what is the word? Is it upset or is it frustrated? I'm gonna say a little bit of both, but more frustrated because of what I currently can't do, right? But with y'all, as I am with them, is the amount of negras that I have seen online today. Y'all been on here showing your butt loud and proud too. Loud and proud. And baby, I can't do nothing but shake my head at you. I can't do nothing but shake my head at you because it's not like Malcolm or anybody else didn't tell us this already. You know, you yeah, it's easier when you're looking for one, right? When you looking for one color, that's easy. But when you gotta determine between your own color, because I gotta pick you off too. Mm-hmm. Because these people don't want to do nothing but pick us off. All of us. All of us. I don't care what none of them say. I don't care what they come on here and say. I don't care what they smile in your face and say. I don't care what even they might tell themselves in the mirror. And I don't care. I don't care. What is. What is. And y'all are showing y'all behinds with this case. Showing your behinds. And you know what? I don't like it. You know why I don't like it? Because my ancestors don't like it. My future grandchildren don't like it. My future great grandchildren don't like it. That ain't good. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. For the COONSs out here, because y'all done whined about that word so hard, YouTube don't like it. And actually, t- TikTok done put me on timeout a lot for that, so I guess I gotta leave it. I can't even do a picture. It's weird. We can't even say what we want to say. Greetings. You can't even really say what you want to say. I censor myself because it's what I need to do, not because I'm worried about being on punishment on some app. I don't be posting on these apps like that on purpose. Y'all out here playing these niggas games, and these motherfuckers ain't playing no games with y'all. They got one mission and one mission only. It's always been the mission. It will always be the mission, no matter what your position is. And other cultures, they play their cards the way they play their cards, but their whole deck is different. So however they play and don't play and whatever the outcomes are, the stakes are a lot different for them. But they still playing better than we have ever. Ever. And you think I'm about to sit up here and just go out like this and be just let them just pick us off slowly but surely and make us become extinct? This is 2025 and up. What the fuck we look like going backwards into some old Rosewood type shit where they just come get you, do what they want to do. Come get you, do what they want to do. There's a guy I just saw. He has millions of followers too. Millions of followers. And I said, this dude is mad. He a fat dude. I don't know. But I'm going to do a little response video to him because I'm trying to figure out your video, you did this to do what? Get views because it's floating right now? Because you sit up here like moving around like you trying to make yourself seem Aggie or something? No, this is their conditioning, this is their programming, this is how they run their thing. I don't care nothing about y'all trolling in the chat and all that other dumb shit y'all do and don't do. Honey, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. This dude do a video talking about, oh, they made a rap song in honor of Camelo. You a whole grown ass, country fed ass dude, and you're pissed about that? You mad because they made a song? Bitch, they did the same thing when Trump got out, and it was being played all over. Okay, it was being played all over. Everybody knew about it. And he told me, oh, I hope this is AI generated. Because when he first wrote it back, he tried to make it sound like Mello did it. In a title, when I seen it, it looked like that's what he was trying to say. So when I clicked on it, and then he also talking about like they took the GoFundMe money and they went and bought the house and um the this whatever the platform it is, the set go thing. The dude was like, it's Amazon boxes being dropped off there. Listen, I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. And it's actually a really good thing for you guys that this young man did get his bail reduced, and he did get his bail. He did get out on bail. It's actually a good thing for y'all. You know, a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing, just watching y'all do online, and I know I've been spending too much time looking at how people are interacting uh, in the comment section about this situation. And then I started looking at people videos. Boy, let me tell you, some of y'all Negroes, it's all good because you already gone. You already gone, baby. You already gone. But you see them other folks, we gonna have to whoop their ass. Okay? We're gonna have to whoop their ass. We're gonna have to whoop their, oh my mama, oh my mama, oh my mama. Whenever it goes down, just was born to wait for it. That's all. Okay? I will start praying and fasting and screaming and hollering and begging. Uh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, many times if I need to. Lord, please murder my enemies and burn them at 1,000 degrees. But you know, the thing is, I don't want nobody else to do it. We need to do it. We need to do it because that's exactly what you have been doing to us, and that's exactly what you want to do to us. And you are not going to keep doing that. What is wrong with y'all? You know, I could talk a lot of junk. I could say a lot of stuff. You know, y'all so you corny, you slow. Y'all in the comment section, just trolling everybody who's talking about anything Carmelo. They're in his favor. You don't even have to be there. Most of us don't do that. We don't just show up to your video so we can like come at you. Bitch, we just do our own video if we got a rebuttal or something. You know? We don't have no problem speaking out. And then when you come over there, you sound dumb. You say, a lot of y'all are bots. Okay, we know that. We see that. And when you saying stuff, you just saying the dumbest stuff. You sound like you're 2 years old. Okay? You sound exactly how you been sounding with the, what? Our lives matter. Our lives matter. All these little dumb, stupid, silly things that they have been saying and these little games that they have been playing have been just that this entire time. This is the games that they play. But don't you never mistake it. Don't never mistake it. And y'all need to wake up. Okay? For all of the people, I'm gonna go back and make a list. I'm gonna go back and make a list. I've seen them all ages. Sometimes you dummies need to know when to just sit something out and shut your mouth. If you feel like you want to say some of the same things that they saying, don't. And just, I ain't even gonna say it to yourself because you shouldn't do that either. But don't come on here with that. But no, y'all gonna come on here ridding your mouth like you can do that. And it's okay. You popping off the same way that they are. Oh, he's a killer. He's a murderer. Send him to Prison. Did I miss the trial? Because I don't know about that. I didn't miss. This is what I've been telling y'all all this time. I never liked that. Y'all kept saying, oh, OJ did it, OJ did it, OJ did it. OJ had his time in trial. Respect it. Respect it. Y'all seem so weird to me. All of y'all. It don't matter which side you on. Saying OJ did it when he was acquitted. He was acquitted. And shout out to Cameron and Mace. If y'all don't watch Cameron and Mace's podcast, I actually watch them now from time to time because they had OJ on there like right before he passed. They had him on there on a regular basis. And I happened across that thing one day. I said, I know they don't got juice on here. I love me some OJ. I know they don't have juice on here. And it was a regular, consistent thing for, I don't know, probably, it was like probably a month or so. And it was nice, man. They had a good time. They had a good time. And that right there, and it was genuine, you can tell. And that was just, I can't even begin to describe how amazing it was to see that. I still go back and watch some of those episodes, I swear. And the rest of y'all, I can't do all that cussing and use all the trigger words, can I? But y'all running around here talking about some, yeah, OJ, and you still, when you, a lot of y'all, you sound just like them when you talk. You do. You sound just like them when you talk. And I think a lot of us are guilty of some of that. Like, we judge each other. We judge our people. We don't like this. We don't like that. We want them to do better. We don't actually, sometimes it be that you don't understand how some of us are living and the things that we're doing. You judge in the same manner and you bash and all that other kind of stuff. And you know, when as you grow, you're supposed to grow, right? So as you're living and as you're getting older, you're supposed to, I don't know what you got, what you working with, huh? What what are you working with? Because you're not upgrading at all. Because it comes a time where you just have to understand that you ain't gonna be able to understand all that, but there's a certain kind of way that you gonna have to deal with that though. It's kind of like when, you know, you guys supposed to be mad. You're supposed to be mad because Cosby said, you know, respect yourself. So a little dignity, a little class. Put them down on pants up, you know, be somebody. He ain't gonna sit there in front of all of them. What was he gonna do? Come to your house and tell you that? And come, can I talk to you in your room? Huh? Then in 10 years, you're gonna be like, he put something in my pudding pot. Y'all silly. Y'all silly. Telling you something you actually needed to hear. And look. You did all that crying, all that complaining. Here, years later, look at you. Listen, we about to be some of the most messed up people. Actually, I think we are the most messed up. And please, pay attention to my wording. I said the most messed up group of people in existence. The most messed up. I didn't say the worst, period. I said the most messed up. Because somebody messed us up. Somebody messed us up. And you know, I often hear what y'all like to call black people say, oh, they need to do this, they need to do that. Oh, they got the same opportunities as everybody else. They got the same 24 hours as other motherfuckers. Bitch, ain't nobody got the same 24 hours. Ain't nobody got the same 24 hours. Mm-mm. Ain't nobody got the same 24 hours. And you don't know what that is. You don't know what that looks like. And that could be very dangerous, because I can guarantee you that with all that I have been through, with all of my pain, baby, I could crush every bone in your body with just my pinky if we were to, um, you know, present that. You have no idea. You have no idea. And this is a massive thing for our people. Nothing but damage. Damage. And I'm not talking about, oh, I got a little fender bender. I got a bump in my doggone, in the front of my car now because you done hit it. So now I got to get that fixed. I got to get that smoothed out. What we going to do about that? That's a little work I got to get done, right? It's going to cost money. It's going to take time. And then I gotta worry about how it's gonna look, how it's gonna run after that. No, no, no. It ain't no little bit of work. It ain't no little bit of work. These cars being what people would consider total. Total. And how an already total car gonna produce badass cars? Huh? How you gonna teach the next cars how to run properly when you never knew how? These people intentionally, 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 I'm talking business plans, intentionally did everything they could, so much so to where it never ever stopped, and it never ever will stop. And the point that the most damaged people seem to be missing is it's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop. It's just gonna be when it's your turn. Somebody was talking about one of these cases, and they said, I can't remember the context because there's been so many conversations, right? But they were saying something about da 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 da. It's not happening unless, like you Sandra Bland. And I get what he was saying, because Tommy came out. He did the video. He talked about how she was. I agree with him. I agree with him, and I agree with him to this day. I mean, Sandra was off the chain, so let's not even act. Let's not even act. Those statistics did not. Oh, I know what it was. It was a live that I was on. Conversation we was having last night, round about this time of day, and it was on TikTok, and it was a good 8 or 9 of them on there, and they listened to a clip. They listened to a clip from the pastor from 2019, and I happened to have just watched that whole sermon that day. I watched the whole sermon, but what people did was take little clips and they piece little clips together. And he talked about what is, I'm about to put this in my jacket. What belongs to Caesar, get it Caesar, and what belongs to me, get it me, right? Then he was also talking about your interactions with the police and how you should be with that. And then he gave his example of when he got stopped by the police and he had that bullet to his head. I mean, that GUN pointed at his head by the. I don't think I'm censoring myself good enough. Yeah, this shit trash. That's why I don't be coming on here like that. But so I'm making a bunch of patches, y'all. I mean, I could just come on here and craft and create all doggone day and show y'all shit and make stuff and oh, this is nice, this is pretty, look at me, I'm making this, show you what I make, show y'all what I make. You want what I make? No, because what the fuck? Hey, listen, bro, we talking about this. Okay. So they watched these clips, and the brother was saying He always be rambunctious. He don't listen to them. They say obey the authority, obey the authority. He don't listen, he don't listen. And then that day when the police had the thing to his head, and he heard his mother and his aunt telling him obey, 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 like they always do. He said, and on that day he decided to obey, and he lived, right, clearly. Oh, everybody on the panel was going off. I don't like his style. He too aggressive. His delivery these grown folks. Some of them older than me, and I'm almost 50. He too harsh. His delivery. I don't like this guy here. Oh, he's putting on a show. Like, first of all, then, one guy, he was saying, um, most of us, we gonna know not to be, because I'm trying to explain to them, y'all are taking it out of context. All this didn't go together. People took pieces from that live and they tried to piece it together. And I didn't expect these guys to even go there with this, to be honest, without more context anyway. And I did not expect them to even, they double, triple, quadruple down on it. And even though I kept insisting to them that, hey, y'all are misunderstanding this brother. I have not known him a long time. I just recently came across it. I haven't even actually been out there yet because them long wait. And I don't really like being around a lot of people like that. I don't want people coming up to me and then you gonna try to touch me and all that other stuff. Get the fuck. Somebody gonna get hit, okay? So yeah, probably just keep watching it or whatever. But just go one time and see what that energy is like for real. Because if y'all ain't watched it, yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. But I don't know what it is. I think it's Christianity or something like that. I have no idea. I don't mess with them people religions. However, they just have this idea about him. And I guess from the clips that they see going online, because he's floating. And I'm like, half them dudes on the panel, which it was only like four, probably jealous anyway, to even be saying some stuff like that. You in 2025, what kind of preaching do you think that somebody is going to be doing? And people are different. They have their own style. So his personality, you can see clearly he is not trying to be elaborate for a show, a fake or whatever. He's just preaching the way that he preaches. He's giving the message the way that he gives it. It's a little different, it's a little unique, it's a little more forceful, but it is something that I can absolutely see him being able to reach the younger ones. And I'm like, okay, so you should know that. Then why you sitting up here arguing it down, like trying to tell people to not even listen to the guy, when the people who need to get that message is what he's saying right now. That's who he gonna reach with that type of message. But you're condemning this man in so many ways that you are going to avoid a lot of people from even being able to hear what this man is saying, because he's saying some real stuff. And a lot of these dudes ain't got nobody telling them these things, because it is these actions, not just one in 1 second. No, a lot of times it be actions that lead you up to it, because they were arguing about, oh, he's saying pay your taxes, respect your elders, don't cheat on your taxes, get a Caesar what belong to Caesar. They mad about this shit. Bro, he preaching from the Bible, and that's what they say in the Bible, God said. How you mad at him for teaching that? Oh, he trying to tell you to come. My thing is, you, this is how ignorant y'all can be, okay? This is how ignorant y'all can be. So you mad because he's telling you that his message was clear. God wants you to be a model citizen, okay? Whatever you are here for is not for you to be thrown in prison for the rest of your life, or taken off this earth because of an attempt arrest or something not going right, or how you living on these streets, stuff like that. You're supposed to be doing something else, right? Let's walk this road to get you there. That's pretty much what the man is saying. Um, we know there is almost at least I'm gonna say a good 90 percentile of these young guys who grow up and they don't get that. Not no constant. This is something that you gotta be raised up a certain way. You gotta be raised up a certain way. It took the ability for a lot of people to be able to raise your own children. But they really did that to everybody. But to raise your own children, they did that on purpose. It's part of the strategy, part of the plan. Then they turn around and say, parents, shame the parents. Look at parents. Yeah, parents, get your children. Hey, parents, parents. And then y'all look at each other and be like, yeah, their parents need to pay too. Yeah, the parents. And I'm like, everybody slow out this motherfucker, huh? Y'all trying to act like now it's the parents' fault. Well, how many years ago was it when they said, first of all, first of all, first of all, because don't act like that's not our child, because we can come get it when we want to, okay? And if you want to try to say we can't, uh, oh, that's your paperwork? Birth certificate and social security card, that's cute. Where you think you got that from? We gave that to you because this is our shit. You see them numbers right there? I got papers on both of y'all. The child belongs to us. We just let you raise them. They went from that to you don't even get to raise them anymore. We gonna let us raise them. And how they raise them? They raise them through your music and your freaky internet. And they tell you, back off. And now y'all seeing him like you got amnesia, like you didn't see this happen, like you didn't know that they took the control away from you for what you can do to your own child. Then they tell the child, oh, you can come to school and, if you want to be a girl, you don't have to be a boy anymore. Come on, we gonna take you around and play with you with this experiment that we've cooked up. And, well, bro, you ain't gotta call your mama. We your real mamas anyway. And then y'all want to get out here and sit out here and act like you still in the first grade, talking about the parents and where's the parents and where the parents. The parents need to be. Parents need to be what? Leave them parents alone. Parents are stressed because this world ain't right. Ain't nobody out here no good. Ain't nobody out here doing okay. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you try. I don't care what you do. And especially if you one of us. Especially if you one of us. And baby, for all y'all fools that think you just agreeing with these folks and you doing your thing agreeing with your folks, that tell me that you're not what was it, the Chris Rock show? You're not just a fool, you are a goddamn fool. You are, and you can be that. I don't care. I don't care. You think you the shit. You think you know what you're doing. You think you all that. I seen this one chick and she's just been doing her little series and she just being all against Carmelo. Ugly thing too. Yes, 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 because I'm on one. And they were saying like in the comments that, oh, she thinks she Candace. First of all, and I know y'all mad at Candace, but you don't even qualify to be. You can go watch my videos on that. But she could never, not in looks and definitely not in brains. And she ain't saying nothing of substance because when you get to talking, okay, if you're a Brown and you get to talking, bringing their lines, you're talking against Carmelo getting a fair trial. If you're out here bashing this guy, if you're saying, oh, he did it, he need to go to jail for the rest of his life, blah, blah, blah. If you are out here with these people, helping them disparage him, talk down on him and shit like that, mm, you you're the same as them. You are exactly the same as them. I don't care if you know you're doing it on purpose, or if you're really stupid and you really believe that shit that you're saying. Because it doesn't matter either way. Why does it not matter either way? Mm. See, that's some shit you have to know. That's some shit you have to know. And you gotta earn that. You gotta earn that. See, that's why I'm not paying y'all no attention in the chat. Because I ain't caring about none of that shit y'all talking about. I don't care about none of that shit y'all talking about. Because that's all y'all been doing all this time is talking. Well, I actually can't say that. Y'all been putting in work. Y'all been putting in work since you came here. Y'all been putting in work. Y'all been putting in work. I done gave you your props 10, 20, 50 billion times before. You done got away with a lot of stuff. You don't do nothing but help the algorithm anyway. So somebody else is gonna stop by because you're here. So thank you. But anywho, fuck that. Ain't talking about that. But either way it go, you gonna see where you end up at for that brother, that sister who, you think that this is the choice you want to make, you know, for that dude, the younger dude who's on YouTube, who's on TikTok, talking that shit, talking about ain't nothing to talk about, Melo need to go to jail. Ooh, ooh, it's something different when the males is doing it. I'm just like, ooh, okay. Damn, sure wish it was you in that situation. So you can really learn something. So you can really learn something. Like, you really need to be exact next. So we can be like, gonna have to make an exception. Okay? The whites say you got to go. In fact, they say they won't take you out back. Hang you. Get him. Y'all can take him. Take him. Then you're gonna want your fair rights and your fair trial. To know the history, All right, stay down there now. To know the history of how the justice system has been unfair. To know that. Um, to know about all the fights that our people have always went through to try and get, fair judicial treatments, and for the most part they don't ever get them. Even when we're sitting there, we're looking at them having a trial, having court days, it's never ever gonna be fair. It's never gonna be the same. It is not designed that way. They would never ever 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 do that shit, ever, because that doesn't go with their plan. That's not what their plan is about. That's why your ass is in trouble in the first place, duh. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You got some hope for some shit, or you want some dope about some shit. Because I do think y'all ass be on some dope. This ain't gonna change, boy. This ain't gonna change. Look at your ass right now. Look at him. Look at him. Where's Michael? Where's Prince? Look at all of them. Look, Cosby barely made it, but what did he make? 'Cause destroyed. It does not. This is why I say we the most. I forgot the word I used, but damaged, because nothing changes. Nothing changes about the end results for y'all. Yeah, and still, you still want to try. You still want to try. Look at Diddy. Look at Diddy. Look at Diddy. And I know y'all thought he was a favorite. Kelly had a nice run, didn't he? All them suckers' time will run out. And when they done playing with you, they gonna scrape up your coins for the rest of their life, their children's lives, their grandchildren's lives, all that. They gonna eat good off of all that shit you done did all this time, and you gone bye-bye. And your whole track record is all messed up. And a lot of times, the stories is getting told and sold by your own people. By your own people. So what was it about the whole time? For you, what was it about? You gonna have to tell me. You gonna have to, because you know why I got lost at? Let me tell y'all where I got lost at. I got lost at them motherfuckers specifically designing crack so that they could really, really take on to our people. Because they did. That's where I got lost at. So I don't know what it is that y'all seeing and thinking and feeling and all that other shit. I don't know. I don't know, but that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. Like, I don't know what, if you look at it, y'all play sports. You be placing bets on them goddamn sports. You work jobs where you got to figure shit out. You gotta come up with solutions and things all the time. You know when your money about to run out in your account. You know when you got enough money to pay a bill or not. You know when you need a refill. You understand what it's like in this quarter of the game and that quarter of the game. But you know what quarter of the game we in. Y'all act like y'all don't know what quarter of the game we in. That shit ain't gonna fly. That shit ain't gonna fly. These little kids out here, and I know some of the older people, I ain't gonna call them no OGs, but I know some of the old people who been through the industry, like the music industry and stuff like that, who really just kind of chilling right now, for the most part, sitting back watching it and watching these younger ones come up, and they don't have to go through half, and that money can just flow. Just flow. The popularity is just instant overnight. Totally different from the way it used to be. Totally different. And to see quick, how quick they're eliminated. This just how rapid. And it's like y'all zombies or something, because you just don't change nothing. You don't change nothing. And these people stay on their task, stay on their grind, and they ain't missing a beat. And if you not paying attention to what's happening, you better pay attention to what's happening. You can't turn from it. Can't turn from it. Because if you are brown, if you call yourself black, I don't do the black thing, because the shirt black. I mean, come on. The hat, what color is that? What color is my skin? Fuck out of here. They done named us too many times. And I just ain't taking that one. I ain't taking that one. Y'all should stop doing it too, but whatever. What you need to do is is be prepared for what you have to do. For what you have to do. For what you have to do. These people are more programmed than you even realize you are. And the government and everybody else is playing everybody way more than people tend to think and talk about. Way more. Way more. There's plenty I could say, plenty I could prove. And at the end of the day, y'all gonna be the same motherfuckers sitting out there. Same ones. You the same ones. To have gone through and experienced a portion of the things that we have as a people, and y'all still ain't done shit. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Okay, I done wiped that one off. I might as well go ahead and clean up the other side. This is what happens when you don't get no sleep. You be up, you be working, you just stay up, you just stay working, and you just, when you start getting the bags, you be watching these videos, then you be like, I'm going to go ahead and talk some shit real quick, okay? Because really, I would like to get up, start hitting the bag, doing stuff like that. I gotta do something busy. Y'all wild for this though. Y'all wild for this. These 19. It'd be so many different kids. Dang, 19 years old, I think there was 19. Hiking. Actually, there was not hiking. Nope. They were going to visit their friends. Had a career in clothing design, fashion design, costume design. They wanted to do clothing design. I think they were already dabbling, and they were about to go to school, or they was about to go back, like from being on break, you know, to start getting a degree on that. And we find these babies at the top of a damn mountain with so far just a bunch. I'm gonna say a bunch of, because I'm not even gonna start getting in details, because you know I'm doing videos on it, but at the same time waiting on something too. And this right here, yeah, we're gonna have to set it off for that shit too, because we wanna know what happened to those boys. Like, you can't just snatch them up, prop them up on the top of the mountain. You did a sacrifice, did you not? What was the exchange? What do you get from that? Gotta be pretty big, because it was two. That's the thing though. These fools be putting in work. They don't stop. They're never gonna stop putting in work. And y'all be saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, our people's dead. So if I hear this shit one more time, I'm gonna slap the person next to me, just because whoever said it was on, you know, the internet, and I could not get to them. Stranger or no, I'm just gonna smack the shit out of them. If I hear a motherfucker one more time try to brag on us, we this, we that. That's all I hear. Oh, you know, and we've been doing that, and yeah, that and we ain't evil, and yeah, we shut the fuck. You ain't did a motherfucking thing. You know, I watched I forget his name, and that's probably good, but he worked with Blue Girl. I don't know why. I forget her name too. Probably done on purpose. I'm still gonna say it. You know, he cool. He cool. He cool. You know, but this guy is up here, you know, prophesying things, and he talking about stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I agree with him on that, because I see it too, you know. I have the same message. Yeah. The world just don't know how serious it's about to get. Especially our people, they really don't know. Okay, yeah, okay. But outside of that, y'all really ain't hitting on that, cause, bro, if we you know we, cause they ain't hesitating to use nothing they learn, nothing. Y'all are simultaneously calling these people out for faking not only any airspace travel, but yeah, kind of redundant. This one, because that would be any. But damn, this one. See how corny that was? See how whack that was? See how they didn't even really try? If they would have left it at the moon landing, that would have been the top tier shit for everybody. Well, except for me, it didn't really do anything for me. But it would have. People would just all pass away, just perish. I mean, we went to the moon. We went to the moon. One day, my greats, they gonna travel out there and they gonna explore the universe and see what we got out here. What? Y'all are simultaneously calling, you gotta start paying attention. You're simultaneously calling them out for faking everything. I remember the first time someone said to me, NASA is a joke, NASA is a lie. I want to say eighth grade. Eighth grade, always, I was like, they tripping. I was like, NASA head then. They tripping. And I put the block button on that. I put the block button on that. So ever since then, they get to talking about NASA. Yes, you can talk about it all day long. I ain't registering none of that. I ain't hearing none of that. Nothing. Until they started catching my attention. Um, you know, they've been saying that moon landed in his face. The what? Oh, they serious about that? Huh. Mm. Oh yeah, they serious about that. But why were they allowed to tell us? Because they definitely were. But y'all are calling them out about that. When you get to the point, listen, let me explain something to y'all. And this is everybody. This is everybody. This is everybody. Because, you know, we can go either way. We can have a race war, or, you know, we can try and kick their ass. And you can say, oh, shit, we can't. You motherfucker, throw that word away. Because you don't know what can be done. Except for, you already know it. You can die. That's a given. That's a given. How you gonna live and how you gonna die? How you gonna live and how you gonna die? Well, you can't really control how you gonna die. Oh, you can't really control how you living either. Ain't that something, you fake fraudulent asses? Aren't we all just as fraudulent as I don't know what? Even when you think you're doing, no, you're not. Nope. You're too programmed. You're too much under the influence, and they play in your faces now. How many people, children, y'all praise his house. How many people children go misses on a daily, hourly basis? They never get their freaking children back again. With all the things that we know, all the things that we know. I think a little nag got it, and that's gonna be the worst. That little sucker. All these things that we know. We don't do nothing about nothing, cause why? I'm just trying to figure out cause why. I'm trying to figure out why. Why? It's the slow observation for me. It's the slow watch for me. It's the slow watch until it's your turn for me. It's kind of like when I was a little girl and my mom used to go buy a whole pig. The days I hated because I couldn't stand pig and the way it smelled when she cooked it. Like, what the fuck is that they about to eat? I wouldn't touch it. I would freaking starve. I didn't want to touch none of that. None of that. And we going to the slaughter. And they out there. And they intelligent. They got all these things that the creator built inside of them. And those things are something that help them to understand that as I'm out there with them, I'm observing them, I'm playing with them, I'm running around. But I'm watching this because I'm like, they gonna take these same ones that's running around here and they gonna take them in there and they gonna kill me. Ain't gonna see them no more. But when you grow up like that, you're used to it. But it's still, to me, it's like, this is a weird thing. So then they can eat it because I ain't gonna say we, because I'm not eating that shit. I smell pork after. I already knew. I didn't want that. Now, you get a duck or a cow, some crap, yeah. But you can tell as they start coming to get them and slaughtering them, that the whole energy starts shifting. And it even gets to a point where you can start to see which one is going to be next. They're not in no single file line. This ain't kindergarten. They just roaming around in a small area, like in the waiting room, mind you. And you can start to see which one gonna be next, and then it becomes a thing where you and your cousins or your siblings are placing bets on which one about to be next, because of the way they reacted. And then you get to watch how they act when they come and get them. And you was right. It was that one's turn. How did they know that? How did the animal know that? You know how they knew it, because bitch, you be knowing too. You know? Y'all know. Y'all know. And you just circle around, playing around, waiting on it. You waiting on it. Waiting on it. Been doing that for a long time. And they just falling off, boy. They falling off. Falling off. Oh, okay. So I see somebody in here I would talk to. But I must have missed something, because I only see 2 comments and it says ever and amen. But y'all ain't doing that. Listen, it's only gonna be your turn, and you could already be somebody's prize. You could already be somebody's target. Somebody could already have claimed you. You see what I'm saying? Somebody could have already claimed you, and you're about to be next. Because the sneakiness, the pettiness, like, I don't even understand why y'all ain't nervous, and y'all ain't scared, and y'all ain't training, and y'all ain't even in shape. Y'all can't even fight. Like, you can't fight. You're not with weapons, and like, you just, you're not tactical at all. I just don't understand that shit. Y'all should be like, training needs to be your new bitch. Like, training needs to be training needs to be your all, your everything. Like, you need to be in love with that sucker. Like, you need to replace all that other dumb shit you doing, because that shit don't mean nothing, bitch. Because they coming for everybody. You think I'm playing? I'm not playing. You think they playing? They not playing. It's not some shit that I'm making up, and y'all know it. You know it. You know it. And you just been sitting here this whole time. But, you know, the rumbling is loud. The message is loud. from all areas that it's coming from. And the areas that you don't know about, look at the ones that you do. Look at them. Don't try to close your eyes, because there's a lot of you trying to close your eyes and act like you can't see, you can't hear, you can't read. It's been the same thing this whole time. It has. It has. But y'all ain't paying attention. You're not paying attention like I'm paying attention. You ain't getting the same messages I'm getting. Clearly, a lot of you not. Some of you, I think you are, and I think you do. I think you get it. I think you know it, but you just don't want it to be so. So you keep telling yourself something different, and y'all gotta stop doing that. You've been doing that too long. You gotta stop doing that, because that's when you turn around and your baby girl is gone. You turn around, your mama gone. You turn around, your cousin gone. You turn around, such and such gone. You gonna turn around, you gonna be gone. That's it. It just, or something else. Somebody you don't even know, because y'all just letting it happen. You're letting it happen, and I just, oh my mama. Oh my mama, baby. Hell no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You can't avoid, oh, thank you. You can't, we can't avoid where we are right now. And this thing with Carmelo is not gonna go well. It's not gonna go well. And the thing is, in all honesty, we did have a shot at having some dignity about ourselves, and trying to really bucket the system as a collective. But then people just too good at what they do. They are, and it kind of bothers me to say that, because people have to take the blame, because when you want to be rocked to sleep, because you scared of anything outside of that, because you don't even know what that looks like, and you think that this rocking you back to sleep shit is like the best way, the most comfortable way. No, it's the bitch ass way. It really is. When this is the story that is ours, and this is the only story we gonna get, it's the bitch ass way. For us, it is. I can't speak for nobody else. Ain't nobody else in our situation. This is the bit. Who the fuck sits here and let people take out their people handful by handful, year after year, day after day, decade after decade, until they just take them all, including yourself? Who the fuck does that? All the damages they done, everything wrong, the shit y'all come on here and talk shit about each other. Everything wrong with you is their fault. Say it ain't. Say it ain't, because you're not gonna tell me two things and then you gonna expect me to believe both of them. You're not gonna tell me, oh, you the shit, we the shit, we was the shit, this, that, and the third, and then you also gonna tell me what? Why you can't get right? Huh? Why? Why you can't get right? How they got you? How long has it been? When did you find out? Like, what's going on? Mm. It's something, huh? It's something. This thing got little suction cups on it. It's like, I'm not going to get another tripod, but I'm not doing it right. Yeah, it's something. It's something. Something, but y'all gonna have to figure that shit out, cause you gonna get down whether you want to or not. You know how? When they come for you, that's when you gonna get down. When they come for yours, that's how you gonna get down. That's gonna be your moment. And whatever situation that is, that's gonna be your story. That's gonna be your ending. That's how you gonna go out. When Cordair and Nasir, yeah, with what little information we have. Mm, mm, mm. I can't even put my mind as to where they could have been, where they was at, in the car, walking somewhere. Where were these young men at in the moment when they got a surprise that confused them? And they was like, what? And then all of a sudden, they on the top of a mountain. Life over with. On the top of the mountain? And it's not, y'all not, it's not that y'all not really talking about it. Y'all don't do nothing but whatever it is that you're doing. You don't research shit. You don't care why it might have happened. You don't care about what the fuck that's supposed to mean. You don't want to know nothing. But whatever it is, they gonna tell you, show you, or who gonna, I don't know, uh, why y'all still fucking with Drake, but who gonna whoop his ass next, or whatever y'all got going on out there now. I don't know. Whatever is entertaining you, whatever that is, dumbass, whack ass, fake ass landing, moon landing. That shit is so stupid. So stupid. And they did that for what? Like, what's the gig with that? What's the gag with that? Why would they do that? What would be the point? And it's like I always say, anybody in the entertainment industry, they work for them. That is their job, to do their bidding. And y'all be crushing on them so hard when some of you supposed to be worshiping a God that you supposed to be giving that praise to, who say don't worship no man, but you worship these motherfuckers, and they swore an oath. They took a fucking position that it's their job to help take you the fuck out, suck you dry, and take you out. And they be the same ones drinking your baby's blood, even out they, I can't even say it. And that probably I shouldn't say it. Probably shouldn't say that. And everything else they doing, all that shit they say they did that shit. Y'all know they doing it. We know they doing it. Everybody, y'all mad at Candace. And I probably didn't release my videos yet, but and I get it. But Candace is banging too. Half of y'all that be talking shit about her don't. What you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I'm trying to figure out what you do though, besides go to work. Like, cause I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Candace, but I didn't finish that. I didn't finish that one. But that she on is it Harvey or Harley? I can't even pronounce the last name, but you know the one, the doctor, the doctor, the one that got Ye acting like he acting right now. He ain't never coming back. Why y'all think Candace she ain't never double back on Ye? All he's done, pretty, yeah. Ye crossed enough lines to where she should have said something by now about the things that he's said and done. That is never me saying that motherfucker should get a pass. I don't feel sorry for him at all. He he did too much. He did too much to want that. He wanted it so bad. He got it. It's his. Eat that shit. Eat that shit. Even made him tell on himself about his own mama. Eat that shit. Eat that shit. Eat that shit. He gonna be stuck in purgatory until they let his ass go. On the way from here, but go. However, the depth of it all, y'all gotta pay attention. The depth of it all. Half of y'all who be talking that shit, y'all don't watch her shit. You're not listening. You're not paying attention. You don't watch her shit. So some of the stuff y'all talk about and do, uh, it's elementary. It's lightweight compared to that shit she getting into over there. Them enemies she got over there, y'all couldn't handle that. You couldn't handle that. You couldn't handle that. You couldn't handle that. You couldn't handle that. That's above your pay grade. You couldn't handle that. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Did y'all watch the Becoming Brigitte series? Have you any idea what that series is? I'm just curious, cause I know that people seem to think that Candace is on somebody's side. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. I know y'all feel like she ain't on your side. Bitch, you ain't even got a side. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all don't shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, okay? You don't have a side. You don't know what you doing. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Talking shit? But you won't Kamala. Shut. I was looking for something to throw at you, but I break my phone for what? Hmm? Said, do I what? What you mean, do I what? But y'all talking about Candace talk junk about us. Hmm? Oh, Candace did what? Listen, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Cause sometimes I have to turn away and be like, so you gotta put people on punishment. Like, I don't watch it for a month or whatever it takes, whatever you need to do, and be second guessing it the whole time. Like, I don't even know if I'm finna go back over there after that, cause girl, you about to catch this heat. Then I see a title and I'm like, hold up, wait, what? Are we going there? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So who y'all think she beefing with? Y'all thinking that's for play? How's it for play? How's it for play? Bro, let me give y'all a summary. Let me give y'all a summary about Becoming Brigitte. Because then you got to go over there and figure out who the people is she talking about. See, y'all don't want to put that kind of time and investment in something. And it's freaking videos for the most part. Now, sometimes with people's stuff and with this stuff and with life, this world, you won't have to go outside and all that. You won't have to do outside extensive research. It just is what it is. And a lot of y'all not gonna do that. And that's why y'all be sitting around looking stupid and doing the shit you're doing. And that's why when people keep saying it's a distraction, when you hear others say, "Oh, stop saying that about everything. Everything is no distraction." Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Because you need all your free time. In fact, you ain't got no free time. You really don't. Like you would have to be, you really will have to, you really will have to be on some shit, you know, because really, what else really matters at the end of the day that y'all giving attention to, that you put energy into? What else really matters? Hmm? You're so far behind and you have so little time. I mean, you have so, actually, you don't have no time. Really, nobody does. It's weird that people aren't more aware of this. So, such gullible, vulnerable beings. China got y'all in a, oh, I'm about to order this. I'm like, what the fuck y'all ordering? Hold on, wait a minute. How long ago was it? Was it around COVID, after COVID, just after COVID? What? Y'all wasn't messing with China. I don't know how where everything is from China. Y'all be playing games. Don't nobody be falling for that. Y'all just play with each other. We just be like, oh, we boycotting China. That's all when y'all be like, we boycotting. I'm like, who is we? I don't even know what they talking about over there. If I shop there, I'm gonna keep shopping there. If I don't shop there, doesn't matter anyway. Y'all don't check for affiliates, subsidiaries, parent companies. Y'all don't look into affiliations. Y'all don't look into ghost companies. Y'all don't do none of that. Y'all don't do none of that. You can't fucking boycott China. If you boycott China, you doing nothing. You touching nothing. But you on the internet. We don't fuck with China. What? Put your helmet back on and go sit in the corner. That's what you can do. That's what you can do, okay? That's what you can do. Y'all running wild out this bitch. Y'all running wild out this mug, and babies getting blasted sitting outside. Babies. You got it against you so bad. If these guys aren't taking out each other, then you got them other boys coming for you. On your head. Every which way but loose. Every which way but loose. You have the foots that's been on your neck, the oppression, the blatant oppression and racism that been on your neck ain't never going nowhere. That people want to try and swear up and down that it is not there. You have the same opportunities and all that other dumbass shit they be saying. Then you got actual fucking racist people that Francis Cress Welsing ain't never lied, ain't never gonna lie. And it ain't never gonna change. Annihilation is the only goal. Them motherfuckers been conquering shit from day one. Spare who? They don't like you. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what you think you're doing that is so good that you're impressive. Cool video, bro. Cool. You said Mello should go to jail. Okay, nice. You did good. You did good. What you call us? All kind of names and shit. Cause, you know, whatever. Good for you. You did nice. Go ahead, keep making the videos. Do what you're doing. You know, you in school, you wanna be something. What you gonna be? How high you gonna go? What's the highest? Celebrity is the highest, right? Yeah, of course it is. That's the way this world is set up. You're gonna be a celebrity where you're gonna work directly for them, and your number one job is to oppress the people. Your job is to hurt, torture, kill people, and to oppress the people. That's what you're getting there for, cause that's who you want to be, and that's what you want to do. Okay, good luck with that. If you black, you won't last long, cause they get rid of you quick, especially when they get that catalog just right. And they get that catalog just right. What else you gonna be? You gonna be a doctor or some shit? I know it's here. I know it's here. It might be in my lap. You're gonna be a doctor. Whatever you're gonna be, you're gonna do what they want you to do. And if you don't, they will make your life a living hell, more so than it probably already is. Because they have already had a hand in that. Remember that. Don't forget that part. Don't forget that part. That part came with the story. Okay? That part came with the story. It was already there before you was born. And if they really, really want you to participate, they're going to let you stick around enough to keep messing with you. I see how much you can take until you just give in. And don't give in, then they decide how they're going to end that for you. Either that, or they're going to let these racist people come and pick you off. These people ain't in much better position than we are when it comes to them. But I don't care, and you shouldn't either. But what you should care about is they all don't have nothing good in thought for you. I don't care if you got one that helped you out before, said nice things to you, wasn't mean to you, invested in you, all that shit. At the end of the day, what's going on with that blood and that DNA is undeniable. It is undeniable. This is why people have these conversations and debates, disagreements about, race, dating, people who swear they trying to do something for their people and then gonna get with the opposite. This is why people have a problem with that, because at the end of the day, that DNA matters, that ancestry matters. It just does. It just does. Y'all are not listening, and it's literally being spelled out for you. These people are, this ain't just no OJ or whatever the hell else they was ever mad about, because really, they don't really even get a turn. The fuck, how many stories have happened or that I've come across since the Carmelo incident, where their people have been cutting up and they ain't saying shit about it, and it's so messed up. So they rarely ever come into situations like this and look at how they're acting And we endure this all the time, and you guys almost never show up. You showed up for Carmelo, yes, because that's what was supposed to happen. But for the most part, y'all don't be showing up like you need to. And for the ones who talking that shit, I don't care. You sound stupid because either way it go, you sound stupid. Everybody's supposed to get a fair trial. Everybody's supposed to get a fucking fair trial. We can just leave it right there. It don't matter what somebody allegedly said out their mouth or whatever that some third party told you. Especially when it come to our people. So we gonna judge and sentence and condemn people. That's how it works in this great US of A. That's not how it works. And we gonna do it based off of what the news and allegedly a policeman said. Y'all ain't even talk to the young man at all. You dirty, low down pieces of shit motherfuckers. Fuck you and your goddamn ancestors. Cause clearly them bitches ain't strong enough to be up in you enough to tell you not to do no dirt shit like that. You gonna sit up here and talk down on this brother and say condemn him to death, jail, and all that. Um, thank you. I ain't thinking about them. They just trash. They trash. They trolling. They been trolling. They mad. And they real bitches to me. They really is. I try to ignore them because they bitches to me. I'm watching these people. You know what I think is crazy? I watch. You know how it is when somebody is so bothered by you, and you could do fine without them. Like if they would just leave us the fuck alone, we would be so happy, and we would be such the shit, and we would have so much fun if they would just leave us the fuck alone. Um, I guarantee you, if we was on our own, it probably would take some more thought for me to give a reasonable answer. But I would say, give it some years, we'll start to get to the healing ourselves. That would take a long time to actually carry out. But these people, they are so bothered by us. They're so bothered by us, but they need us so much. They don't even know how to spell the word cool unless they can put their eyes on a black person and get it from them. And you would think that would just loosen them up just a tad bit. No, 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 no. See, they absolutely understand and come to the conclusion and convinced of they must get rid of us. This is not nothing new. This is not even something this generation decided. It's been decided. That's been decided. That law been laid down. These people, they know who they are. They can't handle it. They can't handle not being us. And they act like they hate us so bad. But then when you look at them dumbass comments they be making, I just be like, man, y'all can't do shit. You can't dance. You can't, like, because old girl on TikTok that went viral. I have to say this. She went viral because she did, I forget the name of the dance, but she did the dance that the black girl created. And, well, it wasn't the, yeah, whatever. I can't remember the name of it. But she went viral off of her video doing it. And she was a little bit more sexual with it. She had more, like, seductive hip movements and things like that. So people were mad going in on her and everything, and I'm like, dang, y'all, what is it now? Like, give the original creator her just dudes, you know, a black woman created that dance and all that. And I'm like, bro, I found her page because y'all keep saying give her dues. That's what led me here. Look at her. Every time I turn around, I'm seeing her pop up. So y'all are giving her dues now. Enjoy that shit. She up here dancing, performing everywhere, and y'all still crying the same thing. You ruining the experience for her by hollering that shit. What is the problem? They talking about, oh, she over there and she charges $6,000, the white girl, for appearance and all that. I said, man, that's kind of wild, but she don't went viral, so she on another level. She can do that. She can do that. But they wasn't trying to hear. So these people started doing videos. They was doing video. They started doing videos, and they were picking on her version, the white girl version of the dance. And I was like, hold on, cause I didn't really notice it like that. I just looked at it like she did good. You know, she had a little twist on it. She was a little different with it, a little extra seductive and everything. And they was mad about that, but I liked it because, you know, I'm a Libra. We into that slutty shit, right? So I like that version. But, you know, they were never going to give her no slack. And when them videos come up on TikTok and they be picking at her, I can now see her doing it like that. And then they was like, she don't do nothing but the same moves over and over again. I said, hold up. Let me go back to her page again and look at her videos. Because I only really watched that one. I said, oh, this bitch can't dance. She just got that one through her own little, you know, thing in it, and it worked. Because it looked like she be killing it. It looked like she be killing it. I said, boy, y'all, wow, y'all spot everything. Everything. I saw a dude tonight copying off of her, and he was just swinging all around. And I said, wow, y'all cutting up. They tearing her ass up. I tried to have her back, but I can't even do it no more. I can't even do it no more. They said she don't tag the girl or nothing like that. I said, damn, y'all just gonna do what you gonna do, huh? You gonna be who you gonna be, huh? It's like, who would y'all be if there never was us? Like, who would they be? You wouldn't have half the things you guys have now, because we done invented every damn thing. We ran everything. We worked everything. Y'all didn't do no hard work. Y'all was just doing regular little silly shit. And then you said, we gotta find somebody to do work for us because we work. We don't want to do this shit. That's what we fought to get our independence from. We don't want to work. They ain't got us to do all the work. Then when we started getting smarter and inventing stuff, because that's how our brain worked, like, I could probably make something, because that's how the fuck I be. Like, I could probably make something, yeah. Next thing you know, then you like, what's that you done made down there? What's that down there? Y'all ain't trying to build no boat and escape, is you? No, sir. We gotta, uh, uh, we done made us a cotton gin to spin the cotton, because you know it's hard to make thread, and it is. Because I got some brown island cotton, and I grew it myself. I got a whole bunch of it. I started selling the seeds, everything. They don't even make that no more. They don't sell the brown island cotton seeds no more. You try to spin that into some thread, ooh-wee. And then you talking about somebody trying to make us do that by our own hands, baby, shit like that. Boy, yeah, I'm gonna invent something. Mm-hmm. So it is. The same way you know which herb to eat, which herb to pick. You know, they knew when to chew on that licorice stick. God gonna give you the answers. Y'all just stole all that shit, went down there and took the credit and said it was yours, and Then when somebody want to be free and get to claim their shit back, you want to kill them and take their land and drown out their towns and burn down their towns, and you want to, uh, you know, RAPE. And I should say it all, because what can I say it all? They goddamn did it. You wanna be sleeping with they little girls and stuff, and they wives, and even the man. Oh, nasty. Putting babies in them, you nasty. You nasty. You probably was having it out with the deceased bodies and everything like that. You nasty. You nasty. You nasty cow. Nasty. You fucking nasty boy. You fucking nasty. Kill people everywhere, all over the world. Con artists, manipulation, Trump, your last president, taking over the whole fucking government. Thought he was gonna take over the world, but he forgot. He pinky, not the brain. That part ain't gonna work, son. You're gonna have to try something else. You really is slow like they say you is. I thought Jed Clampett was the slowest. You showing out. You call Sleepy Joe all you want to. You showing out. Why don't you tell him how you and TikTok CEO and Mark was working together with that fake band shit. Tell him that. Tell him how you playing them. Y'all wanted who y'all say y'all wanted to be first woman president? Was it Oprah? Yeah, y'all did say Oprah. Then y'all was saying Michelle Obama. Then y'all was saying, who else y'all was saying? Y'all be saying some dumb shit. Um, who tried to run? Fuck Hillary. Somebody, I forgot. Yeah, oh, Kamala. Ugh. That shapeshifter. Kamala is not, she's a fucking alien. What's wrong with y'all? She's an alien. Trump gonna put his wife up there. Trump, y'all not getting another president outside of that might be a little too much for y'all. It might be a little too much for y'all. Black people, you need to get yourself together, baby. You need to get ready. Okay? You ain't safe. Y'all think it's sweet out here. It ain't sweet. You gonna feel how we feel as women in Atlanta when we walk out that door every day. Walk out that door every day. They be snatching us up. They be hunting us down. They be snatching us up. They be stalking us. They be trying to steal us. And that be anybody. They be trying to steal us out here for real in Atlanta. You gotta be ready to fuck everybody up any moment out here. You will be gone and nobody will care. And you will be somewhere doing who knows what. And notice I said you, not me, because bitches gonna die. They gonna have to kill me. If they get their hands on me, they gonna have to kill me. Bitch, you ain't getting no pleasure over here. You ain't making me do a motherfucking thing but kill. Okay? But y'all better get it together, because you're gonna have to fight all that chickening out. Some of y'all wish y'all could die off so you can pass it down to the next generation. Woo! Not my generation. I'm almost out of here. No, bring your bitch ass on, because it's going down. And we about to have a war. Like, what are y'all talking about? Whole country. We about to get jumped. The U.S. is about to get jumped. Y'all. I need to get off of here. Let me tell y'all a little story. These motherfuckers that I don't know. They got hold of my car. They want had no business getting hold of my. They had no business getting hold of my car. They wasn't supposed to get hold of my car, but they got hold of my car. Right? So I know what I got in my car. Where my something missing? Let me see what's missing. I want to say, how can I measure expensive tools and equipment? In money value, I'm gonna say about 2,000, right? Cameras, all kind of equipment. Pretty much everything is there. Pretty much everything is there. Three problems. Three problems. Okay, three problems. Gate card. Listen. Like, what you got the gate card? Who took the gate card? Like, why y'all got the gate card? What's up with that? Why would you think I would not miss that? Like, oh, why would I not see that? Because, I mean, isn't that what you use to open the gate, fool? Come up off that. Yeah, like, what? I don't know. I don't know. We don't nobody. Why would we? Same shit, right? Hey, won't you go ahead and talk that amongst your boys and y'all figure that out and let me get that. And while we're at it, who broke my statue? My Krishna statue that rides on my dash. It's right here. I just fixed it. I glued the legs back on. But that's my statue. That's my statue. You broke the legs off of it. It's got a pretty good grip. So I can't show it to y'all. But y'all, if you've watched me, you've seen it already in my dash. So why would you break off my Krishna at the feet? Why would you do that? That would be like me doing that to somebody Pope or somebody Jesus. If they had a statue, why would you disrespect like that? Why would that be something you just wanted to do? Why you break my Krishna legs off that and then go make sure you didn't throw it nowhere. You made sure I saw it. Why would you do that? You gotta know me. Do you know me? You must know me. This looks personal. Yeah, okay. So third problem. I get all this here equipment back. But my extra clip and ammo is missing. What? Where that at? Can you run me that? Where's that at? Because which one of y'all got it? I mean, it's not like I don't have more, but you want to make, oh, we're not giving her that back. We're not giving her that. No. So that's like a whole clip. To me, that's a pretty big deal, and it's an extended clip too. So you kind of short me a clip right there. So I would have to re-up on that and on those hollow tips. But why shit ain't getting no cheap out here. And they trying to put caps on how you da-da-da-da. And you just upped yourself one, right? Right? Y'all better pay attention. Because shit like that would have probably went over somebody else's head. Not me. Because when I pop my shit, why would I get a phone call to get my key card back and the base to my Krishna's legs? Why you messing with my deity? Why you messing with my deity? That's disrespectful. Why you messing with my deity? I mean, that's on you. That's on you. However, I ain't young Pharaoh. It's not. I'm not gonna like. What he bash her head against? What he do to her? He said he gave it a 1-2-1-2. I think he drug outside because she threw his statue or whatever. Yeah, but you sending messages right there. Then you gonna take my ammo, son? You could have had you some shit. You could have had you some nice shit. A lot of those tools and equipment I haven't even used yet. I had already shit. Some of that was for trucking. I had already stopped doing that when I even got that stuff. So I never even used it. You could have. Yeah, but you took a one, and I know it was wrapped in a black leather bag that I made myself, a drawstring bag, and I had just put it back in the same spot that I always keep it because I had just went to go practice. So I knew for a fact it was in there. I ain't got the, I know I'm tactical. I know my shit be. I know my shit be, and I know why I put it there, and it's always for a reason. Always, I'm gonna if it's not on me, and it's ammo, and it's not like locked away and secured somewhere where I store it, then it's a reason why it's where it's sitting. So you can't tell me it's not there. You can't. And it don't matter what you see with your eyes. I know everything in my car, and I can tell you the lineup. I don't be into that. I pays attention. Uh, And I'm like, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I can get another one. Unless, there's some challenges there, you can order one, you can go here, and you can spend that money and go get one. But you have to pay attention to certain things. You have to pay attention to certain things, and you see people's energy and you see their faces. You have to pay attention because sometimes you could be getting informed that you have become someone's specific mark. You have become their specific mark, and these people like to play with you like you are their toy. They like to play with you like you are their toy before they come for you. And that may not always be the case, but it can be the case. And if you're not paying attention, then you're gonna be participating in much more of their enjoyment before they go ahead and take you on up out of here. I'm just telling you, it's not happened too many times. It's happened too many times because you don't have no situational awareness. And you're like, man, this right here is trip. This right here is a trip. You know? And you just going on about it, but you ain't putting shit together. And you steady telling yourself dumb shit about what your reality is. What your reality is, nigga, you being hunted. What the fuck don't you understand about that? You always being hunted. You ain't gonna never stop being hunted by these folks, fool. You ain't gonna never stop. Where the hell was Quadir and Nazir at when they got took? Where were they at? We don't have no answers to that. We need answers to that. We need to know. Where were they at when they got taken? Who did it? And why the fuck did y'all do it? Hmm? If you wanted them, why you didn't go knock on their door and tell their family you wanted them? You couldn't do that, could you? No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Mm-mm. You couldn't do that. But you know what they couldn't do? Come on now. Let's see. They couldn't let them boys be great. They couldn't let them live. They couldn't let them live, and they could have been let them be great. Too young, males going off into the world, and you trying to be something. You trying to, boy, the way y'all mix matching up out there too, you might get with one of my daughters or something. Boy, go sit. Boy, no, we got better things for you. We got better things for you. But on top of that mountain, on top of that mountain, that's on a whole nother level right there. Then these people ain't releasing no information. They ain't releasing no camera footages. They're not releasing no autopsy reports. I got a video I'm gonna do talking about this a little bit, going over some stuff, but because you know there's investigation reports that are in waits to see what next steps should be. But these people think that this fool will go up here and take a picture of these young men and post it on social media, and they're supposed to have a blank shot wound allegedly to the back of their heads, when that could just be something people are saying. We don't know as far as the location, but that's what it was. Which they probably never intended on the parents, the family, even finding out about them to get their bodies back. But my thing is, especially if you gotta go find me, don't play with it. Go get your own independent autopsy. That's a must. You better not do it in a county. And good luck on doing your research on who you about to hire to do it. Honestly, in your vicinity, you need to already have some kind of lineup that you can just go ahead and call just a base. If something is going to happen to somebody in your family. But, you know, if you got to switch things up, at least you've been through the vetting process one time. And it'd be even quicker for you to move things around to find who you need to find. But you're not going to sit up there and let them bury this guy and his brother when they found them on the top of the mountains that you say they never go to, never been there. And they're supposed to be going to Ohio to visit their friends. And they over here out there on this big mountain. See, this is the part people keep playing with and they need to stop. Georgia is a mountain. This entire state is a mountain. It doesn't matter whether people agree with me or not, because some people tend to disagree, and it's usually people who are from here. They like, this is not no mountain. But if I say that to somebody who is not from here, they like, hell yeah, it is. People say it's not. Like, what? You can, bro, we got eyes, we can see. It's a mountain. And it has so many mounds and mountains in it that it has a lot. This is a very historic land that was ours, you bitches. Okay? We got Gullah Island here too. And they stole it in the most vicious ways, okay? Because don't forget, Lake Lanier is here, and there's others that they've done like Lake Lanier. But it's all tragic, because how else did they get the land that they stole? It wasn't by saying, hi, can I borrow your scissors? And just go home and never give it back. It didn't happen like that. So we know the stories. And these the same critters run around talking shit online right now. Yeah, man. No. Not at all. Not at all. Y'all need to read the ISIS papers. At least listen to it on YouTube or something, because you need to understand that is exactly what it is. Okay, that's a very high, high, high level professor right there, and her work is solid, and that is gospel right there. That is gospel. That is gospel, and that's all you need to know right there. Okay, that's all you need to know right there. Anything else you find out is, that's just like little side fixings. Some carrots for your eyes or some shit. But that's your meal right there, and it ain't gonna it ain't gonna get no more simpler than that. It's not. They not fucking with y'all. I don't care what you do, bro. I don't care what you do. You everybody. We are basically one person. We male, female, child, woman, old person. To them, we one person that done spread out. You know how whatever that spider is, you step on it, and this as soon as you step on it, a bunch of them come out. That's exactly how they look at us, and they feel like it's way too many of us, and we're just out of control. And they definitely fear there it being too many of us and us being out of control. But I don't even too much know how much that is really true anymore as far as them fearing us being out of control. I think we lost that card a while ago, and they keep other measures in place to make sure y'all just stay like how y'all are. And I don't know. I think you self-soothing at this point. I think y'all self-soothing. Only thing they worried about is y'all just getting in the way and sleeping with their people, mixing and making babies, and continuing to grow and continuing to breathe all the white man's air. You can't be breathing a white man's air. That's gotta stop. Okay, that's gotta stop. That's gotta stop. Ain't none of them innocent. Ain't none of these chicks innocent. Ain't none of them innocent. Y'all go under any of them videos. You need to go on Facebook. You need to go on YouTube. You need to go wherever the hell, TikTok, wherever the hell they posting this shit at. And y'all need to go and watch some of their videos too. And y'all need to look at what these people are saying. Y'all need to listen to their talk. And they got time. They taking their time. They making sure they comment. These people, you better listen because they've been talking a certain way for a long time. But you better listen to the way that they talking right now. Y'all better pay attention to the shit that these people are saying right now. Okay? Because you're so passive. You're so docile. You're so like, you don't want shit to be nothing. So you think it ain't going to be nothing because you don't want it to be nothing. But you don't even know how to use no powers like that. So if you got them, you don't know how to use them. You just think you got them. But they ain't never worked for you before. You just think it do because it ain't happening to you. It happened to somebody else. All day, every day. And the devil calls all that shit on purpose. And laugh at your ass. Mm-mm. Y'all better pay attention. Y'all better pay attention. And I don't know who you think gonna have your back. Who gonna have your back? Who gonna have your back? Shit, I don't even know who gonna have the U.S. back when they ass get jumped. Who fucking with U.S. like that right now? Mm, Cause China, Japan, a couple other places. I don't know. I think the U.S. gonna get jumped. Y'all don't even understand too what this terror stuff is really about. I know people making videos and all that stuff, but it's deeper than that. And really, y'all need to kind of stay out of that shit. You know why? Because you don't know what you're doing. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what that stuff is about. You don't know what that stuff is about. You don't. You don't. But you, come on, y'all. You trying to be quiet until they have something to say. And that when they do talk, it will catch your opinion. It will catch your attention. Trump talks all the time. Talks a lot. Talks excessively. People think he talks too much. So you know, it's easy for people to miss a lot with a guy like that. But China don't talk that much. So now that they talking to you, first of all, you feel honored. Ooh, they talking right to me, and you got a little bond in you from the little fake TikTok shit that they all in on. Listen, ain't none of these people your friend. You don't need to be buying nothing unless you're naked. You naked? I'll make you a dress real quick. I mean, what the fuck? Really? You still trying to worship other things. I mean, think about that. You really trying to worship things. Y'all gonna have to break those type of spirits. Cause while y'all doing that and losing power, these people up here using y'all asses and sacrifices and rituals so they can be stronger against you. Against you. Against you. And for some reason, some of y'all think that for somehow it's not that bad. This is all gonna clear up and blah blah. Mm. Houseway. How's that even possible when it's not? How is that even possible when it's not? I wonder. I wonder. We're doomed. We're doomed if you don't figure it out. For any of you who even heard of the story with the twins, I know that ain't thunder. It sounds like thunder. So it's gonna rain. And y'all ain't really paying it that much attention. You hear about other stories, you ain't really paying it that much attention. You think it's this and it's that. Well, it's you. Some things I'm sure are tugging on you kind of differently, and you're just choosing to ignore it. But you really need to be paying it more attention. It's for a reason. I mean, there's clues there. There's all kind of information there that you may need, but you definitely need to be paying more attention. Y'all do. Because anyone can be next at any time. And that's not even there's no doubt about that. And I look at the ladies online talking, just going over different things about how to be safe and how to, blah blah blah. And some of us can probably whoop off up in some of y'all asses. And you know what? I don't like the girl whooping boys' ass talk, but y'all think shit is sweet. Uh, a lot of us black women, so-called black women, we know it ain't sweet, and for a lot of us being tactical, being into fitness, but a lot of women also know that they need to get on it. Because, yeah, I mean, we already know men and women ain't really meshing right now. And that makes sense because you fuck with Billy and his crew, okay? You fuck with Billy Ball's wife or any of them, they ain't getting ready to play around with y'all over now. One of they women, they're not going to play with y'all over Now one of their women, and they'll never respect you, that because you don't respect your own women and children. They never respect you. They're not. And I know there's different levels of respect. We all know that. So, duh. But y'all don't have no kind of respect. No kind of respect at all for your women and children and your elderly. And yet you think you have some kind of opportunities that you would never have. History tells you this. Okay? Your ancestors should be telling you this. You sat with all this internet for all this long time and you watch all this stuff go down, and you're gonna let all this show up at your front door. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I will be back. Let me see if there's anybody in here that I want to acknowledge. Nope, just trollers. And of course, I already talked to his lordship. I'm doing some. I'm getting ready to make some patches. I have all these patches here, but I'm getting ready to make some patches for. I'm going to put it on this jacket. But I got the reflective fabric. So, because I'm going to show y'all in a minute before I log off. So I have a number, in case y'all didn't know. Okay, I have a number, and my number is 48. And it's not just because I'm 48 this year, but yeah. So I done got cutouts of patterns, as I call them, of different fonts that most of them I created. Some of them I found online, of like my what they call me on the streets, which is Pri, short for Prisa. And then my 48. So on different things, I might put the PRI big and the 48 small, or the 48 to go big in the back, Jersey style. Like the Will in the Jersey series I'm working on. I'll probably, do a live showing y'all that with the camera light, on the sewing. Sometimes I have it a different way or whatever. So this one I got the 48 gonna go on the back. It's a black jacket. I'm doing, just giving it a little pizzazz because I want to have like reflective tape on it. So when I'm out at night, I have the reflective tape. But I'm using Avengers fabric, the white version. I have the blue, but that's really what I was using for children because I didn't like that one. But this white go hard, and I got a mask that I made with the same fabric. So that's the Avengers fabric right there. So I'm probably gonna put a couple of pieces, like I'll probably line the edges or something with some reflectives, but I'm not gonna overdo it. Or I might just like stripe up the sides or something like that. Just a little something. But and see, I got my 48, which is big. Not that big, but that's my 48. I got a couple of layers there. The reflective is in the back. It's gonna stick out It's gonna stick out. I should have cut a bigger piece than this for this one, but I think it'll work out good. Or I might have to cut a bigger piece and I'll save this particular 48 in the back for a different project. Because what I'm about to do is to even match up with my, so like this is the 8 for the 48. So you see how the font is, the 8 slants right here. I'm going to have to iron this down so it looks kind of crazy. Slant right here. Then the reflection from the tape is going to come through there as well as the back. I still got to do some trimming and everything, but I'm just showing y'all how I got the letters geared up. I didn't even name this font. But this is the 4 got the slant right there. It's supposed to have, yeah, it got one. It's supposed to have 2 slants, but I think I just got one big slant. So that's how I cut it now. And this is the P for the pre. So the P has that slant right there. Boom, got the little cutout right there. And then the R is pretty much the same as the P. Let me get this together. The R is pretty much the same as the P. Like that. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. And then the I probably showed y'all that already because it's in right here. Oh, the P down had the back to the P on. Right there. I cut a lot of backing for this. So the PRI is going to be in the front. And the 48 is going to be in the yeah, in the back. Because I don't want, yeah, the front, my shirt I'll put, but not my jacket. Because you don't know me, you don't know my name. Unless you see my face. Okay? Alright. So, I'm probably going to throw in... I'm going to need... See, this yellow, if I still... in which I don't think I have anymore, because I made all those masks. If I had this shade, that'd be nice. Just set it off to put in between my grays on here with each one of these, and then put like that, this shade, because I matched that up perfectly, and then put it like in here, and then make the patch. And I'm gonna laminate the patch too. Because the jacket that I'm putting this on is waterproof, so once I get the patch, like instead of having a patch just like a regular patch, you know, like a regular patch or whatever, I'm going to put a waterproof layer on it. And oh, this going in front too. So one side, since I have the PRI a little bigger, it's probably gonna go across the chest area, but this is my ticket, you know, in mid-line. So I haven't thought about it yet, but I'm gonna add some reflection to this somehow. And then I'll have this is gonna be like my name tag. Okay. So you figure it out. Yeah. But I figured I'm put some reflective on there. And I'm gonna of course laminate this too. It's not laminated yet. And yeah, it's gonna be fly. And since I done introduced y'all to this project, I'm gonna keep y'all on it. I'm gonna see how close I can come to that color, which I already looked for that color. I got a lot of fabric and I do not, but I think I had thought about going with maybe red or something. And that's what's, because I don't think I paid attention to the scarf that it had that yellow, and I was going to do it with red underneath. But now that I see the scarf, I want to match it up. So, actually, I think I have a color I can make it work. I would be so happy to do it. Yes. And you know, honestly, I'm thinking about making these patches removable. I'm thinking about taking them and doing like a Velcro patch so that I can switch them out. I think that would be more fun since it is a jacket. It's not it's more like a rain jacket. It's not summer, like a winter jacket. Nope. I thought this was gonna be something I can use down in here. And this bag of mostly scraps. So I will have to go back to my original compromise. This makes it interesting because it will still be cool, but it was not what I wanted to do. Which I'm gonna have to allow this one to have a Chanel-ish look, but it probably will make it pop though. So I have the color, but you know, it's the towel. It's the towel. So I'm gonna use this, and of course you're gonna get that Chanel look. So I'm gonna put in between that, on that layer, like that, and then I'm gonna laminate it. I do have a laminating machine, but I have not tried laminating any badges. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure I could probably do that with a flat badge. Like this one says no hating zone, right? That could fit in there. Cause like if you get a stain or something on your badge, you're not, you gonna get that off. You know? Yeah, you can't get that off. So laminate it, and then if I do the Velcro, I could take it and, you know, like especially on a jacket or something like that, I could switch it out. Yeah, switch it out and do something different. So I'm going to put a couple more of these on certain parts of that bag. And I thought I had one that I wanted to put on a certain part. And now that I mixed them up, I forgot which one it was. Must have been a no hate zone. And yeah, so I'm gonna put some little outdoor stickers on my book bag. I like to have my outdoors shit decorated like, you know, say like maybe a little fishing badge or something. I got the little adventures or whatever, but I'm gonna save this for another type bag, more like a lunch-ish type bag, a carry-all, not a backpack. That's still for the same occasion, and you know so because of this sticker. you know, that's an outdoorsy type bag. That's to help other people too, so they don't get in trouble. Like, bro, that's the wrong bag. Stop playing. That's not the right bag. Look at that bag. That bag is too cute to be out here. That's the wrong bag. Why you bring that bag? Don't get fucked up. No. Alright, so yeah, so that's what I'm about to do. And I got one I'm ready to finish, but this is work vest. Cause them work vests be ugly. That's why. Mhm. So got it. Gonna blind you right there. And then I have this fabric right here on the outside. Boom, 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 boom. That's my net. That's my net. That's my net. But all that other shit, that other shit, and then I'm trimming with some reflective tape. I might even put, you know, a happy feet sticker on it, like right there, like so, like that. Safety vest, man, safety vest. Right. Cause I don't be liking theirs. Until you get somebody be like, oh, over here, you can't be doing all that. You can't be styling all that. You can't be wearing, you can't wear that hat. What the hell wear that hat? I can't wear that hat. Like, child, this ain't nothing new. You know how long they been doing that? Saying, oh, you gotta take that scarf off your head. I looked at them like, brother, what? I gotta take the scarf off my head? Cause why? Cause you're at work. What you mean? Cause I'm at work. Do you even know why I'm wearing this? Did you even ask? Do you even? You sure? You sure? You know that I can do that? Cause how we know that I can just take this scarf off? How do we know this? I swear. Cause I don't know. I can't. Cause I don't fucking want to. Yeah. Let's see. Anybody in the chat? Nope. Y'all hit the like button. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. And you get up off your butt and you run it up. Okay? I'm about to run around for a bit and finish this off. Then do my what's up, bro, David? I didn't even see you. Oh yeah, they trolling. They trolling. They mad. They don't like a lot of stuff, you know, that I'm seeing or whatever, but of course I care. Yeah, I hope y'all hitting that like button when y'all coming through. Cause you know, my heating pad. You know, trying to think of what platform I'm on. YouTube, yeah. You know, they just shaking their head. They just shaking their head, and brands are shaking their head. Send me some money. Lot of money. Send me some money. Lot of money. I'm talking mama reparation. Do you have them? Can I get them? Cause I want them. Reparation. Oh, you ain't got them? You ain't trying to go about the reparation? Well, I guess we just gonna do what we gonna do. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. It's because it's the audacity for me to not want to get somebody their freaking reparations when I want my disc with chip. Like, what? With chip? Oh, my mama, bitch. Like, you should really know exactly what that means. Oh, my mama. Mm-hmm. Oh, my mama. Never thought we'd be here. That's amazing. It's like the beginning lines to Benja. Benja. I don't know if y'all know who that is. Benja. He's a singer. Caribbean. He looked like he white. But when he sang, we went around these streets. We running. I put that on my mama. On my mama. Yeah. We ain't playing. I put that on my mama. I like that song. Y'all should check it out. Oh, my mama, baby. I told you we ain't playing. Well, everybody's here. Everybody's talking. It is 6:42. You guys are probably going to work. I'm about to get this last layer of cuts in, get this thing laid out and set up. But I've been sitting too long, so I'm gonna get up and move around a little bit. I'm gonna have some swollen legs the way this chair is set up. So, what did I really wanted to keep the texture. But actually, I think it's not gonna throw my design idea off too much because these gray pieces I have in the middle, because I want these patches to be a little thick, but not really on the thick side. Y'all know what I'm talking about? But just a little, like, I don't want them thin, flat, thin. So, once I hit that, put that towel on there, that's Chanel, baby, that's the Chanel. Yeah. It's gonna be bussin'. It's gonna be bussin'. Did I cut out? See, that's what I knew I did. That's what it was. Something was off. I knew it was. So when I have the 8 here, I know I have to tell you this is an 8 because it's 8 that I designed. So it might not just look like an 8 to you, but it's an 8. Now my reflective is I shouldn't put holes in it. Because I want it to come through from the back. Now I can do it either way, of course, with any of them, but I wanted to give that extra shine out the side, shine from the back. Like even with the R's, I can take the back one because that's the reflective and not cut out this part. And had I been more awake when I cut it and when it did, I wouldn't have cut the last layer in the back because that's the point, is to get the reflectives out of it. So the more reflectives, the better. But I have scraps, I can make it happen. It'll blend well.
Or maybe I should leave it like that. Shoot. Maybe I should leave it like that. Like that, like that. So my 4 and my 8 is tight. My 4 and my 8 is tight like this. See the back end? So I'm gonna cut a bigger piece. And I can't even have enough 4s and 8s. Cause I'm 48. That's my number now. That's my number. I mean, it's been my number for a while, but that's my number. And when I cut this bigger piece for the 4 and the 8, then I'm gonna get with this messy Chanel piece, and then I'm gonna iron it down. Then we go take it down. I really wanna take it down. Take it down. Get her in. Gonna iron it. Gonna sew it up. Gonna laminate it. And patch it. So basically, I'm gonna add a layer of the heat bond to the back of it. But actually, well, no, yeah. I was gonna say I'm not gonna add any heat bond because I'm gonna make them interchangeable, but yeah, I think I'll just make them interchangeable. Ain't no need to waste my heat bond on something I know I want to be interchangeable. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, so I got a couple of strips over here I can play with. Yeah, man, it's good. Yeah. Okay. I'll take all that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I have the also what you call it? I have other types of reflective fabric. This one I happen to order because it's the waterproof kind, so I wanted to try it. So far so good. I haven't sewn with it yet, but yeah, so far I like it a lot. The other ones, I'm gonna have to find them. I went digging and looking and digging and looking, and I did not come up with them. Which I should have had them all in the same spot. But I took them, I don't know what I did with them. I remember moving them probably a month or so ago. That's all I remember. Oh, my battery down. That's all I remember. So I was gonna wait and show y'all at least one finished patch, but being that I'm doing it in stages, it's gonna be well before I get one finished, because it's not like I'm gonna go through the whole process with each one of them and then double back. No. So when I do get them finished, I will come back and do a video and show you guys what the finished product looks like. That I can do. Come back and show you guys. I am going to take a break, get a lot of water, because I had a migraine all day yesterday. I didn't drink enough water. And I'm dehydrated right now. And I don't want to play them games. Because the migraines do not play with me. And I should not play with them. So, let's sketch this out. Freestyle it, whatever. Get some, drink a whole bunch of water. Probably go spin the block real quick. And then finish these off real quick, real quick, real quick. You know, I love sunflowers. Love them. But I'm looking at these sunflower patches like, where you gonna put those on though? That's what I'm just thinking to myself, like, where am I really gonna put those patches on? And I love sunflower. But let me tell you, I saw some sunflower fabric that looked so cute. It was nice. And I got it. I said, oh, make me a corny kitchen set out of this. And I'm going to cover my sewing machine. Make a sewing machine cover. What was making me think like that? I don't know what the hell was going on. That was just crazy as hell. And I did make the pots. I made a glove pot holder, um, the regular pot holder, square pot holder, and they look nice. I liked it. It came out really, really nice. But that sewing machine cover, every time I look at it, I'm like, bro, it's sunflowers. What? Why? I'd be mad. But I'm like, I'm not finna make another sewing cover. Because that sewing machine does not have a cover. So, and you know, you have to cover your sewing machines. Anything. Make it in it. Make it out. So. Yeah. Now my 48 finna be a little bigger. Then I'm gonna sit up here and be like, I don't know. A 48 might need something back there with it. Like, if I do the Velcro, make them interchangeable, that does increase the risk of you losing them after you done all that work making them. So, which things can happen. That's just all that is. Things can happen. Not that they should be coming off. You get brushed by somebody, and two, people don't keep their hands to themselves. Clearly. It's the ATL. Shouty. Shouty. Which is crazy. It's crazy out here. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. Trying to get his money for the rent. Okay, so this time I remember not to mess up, cut out my holes. So I got my 8, my 48, my 48. I'm gonna cut this 48. Then I'm gonna take a break. I'm behind schedule because I've been sitting here talking to y'all on freaking YouTube. Because the Lord told me to tell them niggas. Said you better tell them. Even if they don't want to listen, even if they don't hit the like button. Because you know they don't never hit the like button. Because them niggas ain't shit. And them bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. But you better tell them. Okay? Gonna tell y'all. First of all, you come up here and hit that like button. Secondly, you share. Thirdly, you comment in the chat. Come on, y'all know how this works. You do it all the time. You do it all the time. All up in everybody else shit. For sure.